Who's that?
Mr.
Matt.
Hey, sorry, I'll take it. How you doing? I work for a small special effects company in Lawrenceville, and we've got your picture plastered all over the walls. You are our god in our shop, and I just want to say thanks for being here. Absolutely. My question was, as a special effects artist, I wanted to know your philosophy on special effects, CGI versus, say, practical effects.
I would always prefer to do it on the set. I mean, I love practical effects. I think they're a gas. There was, in Land of the Dead, there was one gag that Nicotero couldn't pull off. It was the guy, there's a guy, he's meant to be a priest, but his collar, I don't know, it wound up looking metallic or something. So, he didn't really, he doesn't really register as a priest. But it's a zombie whose head is like basically hanging off his back. So when he shows up, it's just, just a neck. And we tried to do it practically, where the guy is supposed to lean forward and his head flips up and bites this guy. And we tried to do it practically. We tried it 3 times and we just couldn't pull it off. So we had to use CG for that. And I still think the guy, the guy comes flipping over and he looks like the Joker in a bad Batman movie. Because it's CG, and I would much prefer, I much prefer trying to do things practically. Sometimes, you have to resort to it. I don't, in the Land of the Dead, again, we need to create the building, there were some things that needed to be CG. And we didn't have, like when the zombies come up out of the water, I don't know how many have seen it, but we were working in a wave pool, so it was small, so when we needed it to be bigger, we had to expand the shot with CG. So CG can be, computer-generated stuff can save you, it can make a shot look more spectacular than it is, but I think so many movies are made with CG is the star, everybody told me King Kong is great, man. I thought it was just a CG fest. I didn't like the movie particularly, but so I think, you can use it or abuse it. That's really where it's at. You want to take off Gary Sinise's legs? Great. My favorite film of mine is Martin, overall. Just because it turned out, closest to the way I wrote it and all that. But as far as the zombie movies, man, it's got to be all them scenes with Howard Sherman. He was just unbelievable. Howard is, Karloff worthy. I thought he was just unbelievable. I loved all the scenes that he did. He just did them beautifully. He was perfect. So, those are my faves, actually. It's thanks to Howard, more than me, all I did was camera there. Howard did it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, John. Please. He's got a tank. Sorry, I didn't hear it.
The media, whenever they blame horror movies for when somebody goes and kills somebody else in real life, I was wondering what your views on that.
No, man, I'm sorry, but I didn't quite hear that. The media?
Yeah, whenever the media, they blame horror movies.
You remember the media?
No, absolutely not.
I was going to say it, I'll subscribe. If when they portray, I really couldn't hear it. It just was echoing. That's your question?
Yes.
I don't know. I suppose there have been people who have eaten other people. But, man, I just can't. I can't subscribe to it. I'm saying, hey, man, this is a fantasy. It's meant to express something else. It's meant to, I don't know if it inspires, but, like people have, Superman, I see all these Superman things around here. People have jumped off buildings trying to fly.